Every couple of days, I like to have these videos where I share with you some of my thoughts. And boy, today's gonna be a doozy for all of you. I hope you have a little bit of time and maybe a cup of coffee. And I'm gonna share with you, middle class is no longer existent. And it's not our fault. And that is the title of the video. It's not our fault that middle class is gone. But I want to tell you some things and a message I received from someone and a little bit of some stuff I want to talk about today's video because it's a lot on my mind. And no, I have not lost any sleep over it these days, but I lost a lot of sleep in the years of all of these things that are going on in our lives. Boy, oh boy, it feels like fall today, and I want to share with all of you a little bit of my thoughts on, it's not our fault about the middle class and how we are no longer middle class. How in the world are we supposed to make ends meet when we are taxed like crazy? Our healthcare is so expensive, the food is so expensive. How in the world can we combat all of that? Hi everybody, I am Homestead Tessie and thank you so much for watching today's video. One thing I want to say is thank you to all of you who are really talking on my videos. In other words, comments. Thank you guys so much for all the comments because I find this so rewarding and so enriching and powerful. Yes, I said powerful because I'm hearing so many people's stories, and this actually for me has been so encouraging. And I'm going to tell you what somebody said about my videos, which I found really interesting comment. But here is the deal. How in the world are we supposed to absorb all of this? And this is the world we live in. Do I think we're in end times? Absolutely. Absolutely, I think we're in end times. And why am I smiling? Because I believe that we're in this time in our lives for a reason. But that doesn't make it any easier now, does it? I can sit here with a smile on my face and say, oh, I just love everything that's going on in the world. And that would be a total lie. People have remarked about my honesty. And I'm just sharing with you what my family talks about around the kitchen table. I just included all of you in now. These thoughts I've had for my life. I've always been extremely opinionated. But I was afraid to share my opinions on YouTube because I was afraid of being perceived in a different way or perceived, in a way that I didn't want it to reflect. But now I'm at the point where I don't care because I enjoy sharing my life and my thoughts with all of you, and you've given me a voice. There's nothing wrong with having a voice. There's nothing wrong with sharing things that you're thinking about. And all of you have this platform now. And everybody, I'm telling you, everybody has been so nice. No, they haven't all been on my side. No, they haven't. But their comments are welcomed as long as they're respectful and they don't attack other people, which I haven't had. At least not that I know of. Sometimes the comments come in so quickly, it takes me a couple days to absorb them all and read them all. Did you know the county that I live in, I have to pay an occupational tax? Do you know what that means? That means because I work for a living. Yes, I work for a living. I earn Social Security. I work hard. That means I got to pay $500 a year. I have to pay $500 a year. For what? Because I have an occupation. So I'm being penalized for working and paying in the government. Now, I'm not on Jeopardy, but that's not a very good answer for people who actually have a occupation and they work, is to tax them even more. Did you know that a data center is coming in? Oh, right, not too far from me. Did you know when that happens, our taxes are going to go up higher? Some people even say double. And our electricity is going to go up higher. So what I did is got rid of all the electronics I possibly could because I'm trying to go against the grain. In other words, they throw something at me, then I try to go the opposite direction. But how much can we do that? How much can I get rid of? How much can I do and still be treated unfairly? Now, I have a smile on my face because I am not mad as far as this isn't hurting my mental health or anything like that. I'm a happy-go-lucky person. I received a comment from someone that I haven't heard from for 6 years. It could even been 7 as far as I know. And they have a very successful YouTube channel. Your videos seem depressing lately. Are you really having issues? And then they went on to say something else that was a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek. 1, no, I feel great. Everything is great. And no, I don't think it's depressing. Having a voice and sharing your voice and having other people have a platform that they can vent and share their voice to is not depressing. In fact, it's very uplifting. Instead of shutting the door, burying our head in the sand, and just pretending that nothing is happening, we are opening up those doors and letting people share a little bit of their experience. And for me, it's been eye-opening. It's been lessons. Oh my goodness. Children want to go to school. Children want to learn lessons. Have a YouTube channel and hear all the stories of people. You will learn more in one day, I'll tell you that, than you could in a lifetime. I've heard stories of people of all over the world talk about their issues of things in their life. It's not depressing. And it's finally opening up and saying, you know what, I have a voice. I want to use it, and I'm going to use it. And I know it's not for everybody. My channel isn't all this. I'm not on here every single day, you know. But yet, it's given me a sense of freedom. Freedom, yeah, freedom. Because I'm not stuffing it inside anymore. I'm expressing it, and I'm finding that when I express it, other people are expressing too. And you know what? They feel better at the end of the day. So here's the situation. Years ago, I'm talking about 28 years ago, 27 years ago, I had started with the panic attacks and anxiety disorder. My very plain Mennonite neighbor had the same thing. For months and months, I was really embarrassed to talk to her about it, and she didn't talk to me about it because we stayed in our own little area with the, you know, we didn't talk to each other about that. We were friends, but we kept it silent. And one day, I decided to open up. When I opened up, she opened up. And guess what? We both felt better. We opened up about our anxiety, and we both felt better because of it. All of a sudden, my anxiety was less because I wasn't hiding it anymore. And her anxiety was better because she had a friend that knew about it. Why do we hide about struggles in our lives? When we get together and talk together about it, it makes it better. We feel better. It's not a bellyache session where we just sit and complain and we feel miserable at the end of it. It is solutions to problems. So what I like to do is, every once in a while on my channel, talk about the problems, and then the following days, in action, I'm going to show you the solutions that I am doing to work through those problems. Like not using as much electricity. Show you what I am doing. I believe that if it was just a bellyache festival, that's my term, and we all just sit and talk about our problems, but don't have any solutions, then I feel then maybe it could be a little bit of a depressing thing. But it's not fear-mongering because there's no fear involved. It's sharing with what we're going through and thinking with our own minds and our own brains, not what other people are telling us, and thinking, how can we combat these problems? So for me, with having the electricity so much higher, you're going to continue to see videos of me decluttering and getting rid of anything electronic that I absolutely don't need, and learning the old skills. Learning the old skills to do things. That's number 1 I am working on. Number 2, going to the grocery store and only buying the certain things that I absolutely need. Well, there might be some wants, but not frivolous spending. I haven't gone to the thrift store in a while, and I did go once this month, and that was fun. And you'll see that in a video too. But I'm not going to the thrift store every week. It doesn't serve me any purpose. And I'm going to share with you my struggles when it comes to what everybody is struggling with. If you're not struggling with this, then find yourself extremely happy and well blessed. But I know every family has their own struggles. Come on. I wasn't born yesterday. Every family has their own struggles. The struggles may be different for different people, maybe totally different. My struggles may not be your struggles. I'm not on any medications. I have a good bill of health. So I don't know what it's like to decide if I'm going to eat or to decide if I'm going to use medication. That's your struggle. But then I have other struggles in my life, many of them. Many of those struggles are to continue to earn a living and to continue to think about my future. I will soon be 56 years old. Yes, I'm young and I'm well-bodied and I'm healthy, but you never know what tomorrow will bring. And everybody shares that with me every day because they're like, Tessie, you have no idea. I've had people that say they were millionaires that lost it. Not because of anything they've done bad, but because their health declined in a way they couldn't make an income like they were, and they had to live off of that 30, 40 years. I have people in their 80s that contact me and tell me almost every day, I love what you're doing, Tessie. It's good that you're thinking about these things. And they go and tell their whole life story. So it's not depressing. And no, my situation isn't bad. I'm okay. I'm not above okay or below okay. I'm just okay. I work and work and work. Years ago, I was able to not work as hard and able to put some money aside. Now, I have to work twice as hard and I make ends meet. But I'm not hurting in any way as far as financially because I'm learning to adapt. But my question is, how much can we adapt? You know, we adapt and adapt and adapt. And it's like, this is not a political type of videos. My videos are not political. I stay away from political things. It has nothing to do with in general. Political this and political that. It has to do with, this is life. Come on, people. The high ups, the down lows, the high ups, no matter what, will always do what they do. That's just the way it is. But this is about of me, you, and the average person. And I was gonna say the average American, but it's not the average American because now people are talking to me all over the world and sharing their experiences with me. So it is hard when they keep pulling the rug from under you. It is hard, you know, and we do set money aside every month for special things, for things of necessities and emergencies and things like that. But the emergencies nowadays, you know, you used to set your money away for, you know, maybe a doctor bill that would be $200. You can't even go to the dentist and have your teeth cleaned. My daughter wanted to go to the dentist and have her teeth cleaned in a special way, and I think if I quote it right, it was over $800. Are you kidding me? And so you can scrimp and save all you want, but when you got bills like that, honey, it is a lot. You just can't. And then people who are able to get the necessities, they're working all the time. I know right now, I can look at different places right now where they have, you know, really nice houses. They're working all the time. They're not even home. They're not even home. They have to work all the time, 24/7, just to be able to maintain what they have. Not to get something better in life, but to maintain what they have. The American dream, they say, would be dead. I don't say that to a certain extent. The American dream has changed. And the American dream is, you know, bigger houses, bigger. Well, first it was the little white house with the picket fence in the 1950s. And then it became, you know, bigger, 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 and bigger. My American dream, I'm living my American dream as far as I have a little bit, I live little, on little, and I'm very happy. Would it be nice to have a break? And when I go to have to pay my taxes, you wouldn't believe The amount of taxes I have to pay on a very small YouTube check. You wouldn't believe it. And would it be nice to have a break? Would it be nice to be able to go to the doctor's office and not have thousands of dollars that are spent? Would it be nice just to go to the doctor's office? Would it be nice to just be able to go to the dentist's office and not wait until you have a tooth that needs pulled because it's cheaper? Sure it would. But I don't know what's going to happen in the next 10 years or 20 years or 30 years. And so this is the life I live. You know, a lot of people say, well, in the beginning, why are you talking about Social Security? Well, my husband is soon going to be on Social Security. And the thing is this, I need to live that way now. I need to live like I'm on Social Security now. Because when Social Security comes, I need to know what it's like. I figured out my life now, it's going to be about the same as when I get Social Security. I mean, that's how it's been. I don't see anything great in my future. And that's just that's realistic living and ideas. You know, I'm not just going to say, oh, next year I'm going to make this and make that. I'm just being realistic. I can understand why people in the past said about my almost Amish living videos, and I love them, and I continue to live that way. I live that way because I choose to live that way because it helps me save money and it helps my mentality that I'm not feeling like I'm doing without. But I understand people thought that it was a fantasy world, and it's not. It's just the way my mind works in keeping me motivated. But everybody's not that way. My goodness, I rambled on and on again. I found freedom in my voice and talking. And I don't think I say anything wrong. I think I'm very fair and I talk very kind about everyone. And I think that your feedback has been a blessing to me. So to the person who thought it's negative or thought it's depressing, I'm sorry. But it's not. Take care, everyone. We'll see you guys in the next one. What are we going to talk about next? Now, you know I'm going to have an action video coming after this. I don't know what we're going to talk about next, but I'm sure it's going to be something that I think about. And I think about a lot of things. Yeah, this is me. This is Homestead Tessie. And you know what? Being 55 is great because you feel like you have your life that you can just share your feelings with everyone. And you're at the point of your life where you just want to move forward and share your life with everyone. And you don't really care about the snarkiness of it all. Bye.